Oh, sir, being picked.
You won't believe this. We are out on time. Time for this.
Ocean Drives films with Eclipse Dine-In Cinemas Bundoran. Now serving pizza, hot dogs, ice cream and more. To your seat. Find out more at Eclipse Cinemas.
Time to join our man at the movies, Colin McFadden, with the very latest from Eclipse Cinemas in Bundoran. He joins us live on Zoom this evening, and he's loving Donegal.
Yeah, I know we are predominantly sort of Sligo and Leitrim with only a wee bit of Donegal, but today is Love Donegal Day, the social media thing. And even though I am a filthy blow-in from Dublin, my roots are in, for 22 years, but my roots are very much in Donegal as a Machfogin. And also, I love Donegal. And I'll do the same when it's Love Sligo Day, etc. But, get out there and celebrate. We got to celebrate the Northwest. So I'm here in my green and yellow. Because, I make a bit of an effort always on Zoom. You know that.
Anyway, come here. We got a big movie release this week. And I suppose there's been loads of these, really, haven't there? But it's The Haunting in Venice. And I don't know. Are you a big detective? Are you?
Yeah.
Are you into that?
I suppose I am. I like a mystery. When I was little Collie, which is a long time ago now, both in age and wit. But when I was little Collie, I remember watching Miss Marple for the first time and absolutely loving these mysteries. And I watched all the Agatha Christie stuff. And I remember seeing Death on the Nile and stuff like that. It used to be always on TV with Peter Ustinov playing Hercule Poirot. And then there was the TV one. And then it kind of went away for a couple of years. But when Kenneth Branagh came back with the series of this is the third one, with the ridiculous moustache, I really enjoyed the other ones. And part of the fun was they play up the mystery. It's very old-fashioned Hollywood in that they get a load of celebrities, like the 70s detective movies or the 70s disaster movies. Let's put a load of famous people in. Because usually you go, oh, the killer must be that person who's very famous or that person's very famous. But if you have a cast that everyone is equally famous and on the screen for about the same time, you go, who is it? Who's the killer? Who's the one? And they've got now this next one where they've taken a bit of a spooky twist as they go to Venice. Are you going to play a clip?
I will play a clip.
That woman called the spirits.
And they answered.
You saw what I saw.
For once in your life, admit that you are up against something bigger than you.
Tonight, we are all afraid. We cannot hide from our ghosts. Whether they are real or not.
You are here to discredit me. Yeah, she's got the accent and everything,
And that's part of the fun of it, right? So they play the mystery part quite serious. People will die and so on. It's always in the Agatha Christie movies. But he plays Hercule Poirot as both a brilliant detective, but a ridiculous man with the moustache is part of it. He says a phrase at one stage and Tina Fey just looks at him and goes, that is not a phrase in any language, right? Because it is nonsense. And part of it is he's such a pompous fool, but he's brilliant. And this is, because it's set around the seance, it's all creepy and gothic and it's all, are the dead children talking back to people? This is the horror movie for people who don't like horror movies. Because, of course, Hercule Poirot does not believe in ghosts. And his logic is going to figure out if it's a trick or not. Is it a trick? We know it's a trick. All that sort of stuff. And it is good crack. I'm stealing a headline. I think it was in Variety magazine. They said 2023 has been the year for grown-ups to come back to cinema, where there be movies that are good, fun, popcorn entertainment, but aren't superheroes or, the supernatural, that is just a good detective story or a good comedy, all of these sort of things. And this is part of it. Kenneth Branagh's having so much fun. I think I think I still preferred Murder on the Orient Express, but this is better than Death in the Nile. Everyone's really enjoying themselves. The camera's all moving around like crazy. It's really good fun. And in about an hour and 40 minutes, maybe even an hour and a half, you're done. And you just go, that was just a really lovely time at the cinema. A good old-fashioned whodunit. Can you predict who it was? Probably not. because it's Agatha Christie, she doesn't really leave it obvious. But even still, you're going to have great fun finding out. And it's in Venice. And even though it's in Venice in a haunted house, supposedly in a storm, you still get the picture, the canals and all that sort of stuff. I really enjoyed this. This is really good fun. And I think you'd like it too, Seamie.
Okay, well, I love a good mystery.
Yeah.
Now, well, let's talk about a movie for the kids, Rally Road Racers. This looks great.
Yeah, it's just good fun for, I'd say, sort of under 8s, maybe under 9s. It's furry animals racing cars. So it's just tick box, right? Lots, when I was a kid, catch the pigeon. That I love that. And okay, they weren't all animals, but they were all kind of funny little characters chasing the pigeon. I love that. Dick Dashley and Muttley. I still laugh like Muttley a bit when you get me going. And this is kind of the same idea. There's the cute squirrels, the rabbits and all. They're all having a big race together. Great sort of, it's middle of
some
school
good lines
season.
in it.
This is good fun. Now, it's not the best family movie this week, but it is the only new one, and it is good crack.
Okay. Well, we talk about the best family movie this week. Has to be The Jungle Book.
Yeah, I might have said that wrong. It's just the best movie this week.
Yes.
And most weeks. You could release it most years, most weeks, and it's going to be the best movie. And people go, but what about this Oscar one? And I'm sure that new Martin Scorsese movie is really good. But is it going to be The Jungle Book? Come on! Like, it is so good. And I'll tell you how I know it's so good. We put a tiny bit of the trailer from 1967. You got to remember the bit where the vultures play the Beatles. That's a really contemporary reference at the time, right? And now it seems classic. And it fits in just as well with the jazz because it's all long ago, right? Yeah. But at the time, that was their trendy bit, right? It was the Beatles. And when they started drawing the Beatles were only new in America. They didn't even know if they'd last by the time the drawing was finished. But they put in, you just I played a clip of Bare Necessities. More hits than anything new. More hits than Star Wars. More hits than anything new. You put up a bit of that. Everyone knows it. 5-year-olds know it. 5-year-olds who've never seen The Jungle Book know that music. And of course, 85-year-olds know it. It is the epitome of timeless. We've said this a few times for the Disney movies, but I think this is the perfect example. Even the fact that it's jazz, and how many generations of people go, oh man, I don't like jazz. And you go, I'm the king of the swingers. Go, well, okay, that doesn't count, they'd say. That's not jazz. Of course it's jazz. It's brilliant. It's great. It's absolutely timeless. It'll never be bettered. When they made the live action version of it, it's good fun, but it can't be better than this.
Okay, and that's playing for a week only, is it?
It's a 1 week only and limited things. Oh, I should mention, we do have a special screening of it because I know there's loads of grown-ups out there that don't have little people to bring. So they sometimes feel going to a family screening on a Saturday is a bit awkward. So there's a special screening on Mondays at 11 a.m. when the kids are at school for grown-ups who just want to go and, maybe recapture.
Live it again.
Yeah, live it again.
Oh, brilliant. That's The Jungle Book there for the week in the cinema. Right, now you got Batman Day coming up. What's this about now?
Yeah, it's just a thing. Look, it'd be one of those things that Hollywood invented, that Batman Day. I think the original comic book came out on the second Saturday of September all those years ago. They decided to start doing something with it. And we had a bit of a gap in the schedule, and we said, why not? Although I did argue with my boss who books the cinemas in. He goes, we've 3 Batman movies. And I went, Joker doesn't have Batman in it. It's not a Batman movie. And is it Batman or Batman? It was hard to know. But all I can say is I watched the Michael Keaton one again this morning, which I haven't seen probably since 1989. And okay, some of the effects are dated, but God, it's good. And Jack Nicholson was good. And you forget, because of Heath Ledger and Joaquin Phoenix, both won Oscars for portraying the Joker. And you forget that Jack Nicholson brought so much to it, and it was really camp and weird and fun, and it's really enjoyable. And loads of people won't have seen that on the big screen.
And
So
when's that playing?
Batman's playing tomorrow night, Friday night. The Dark Knight is playing Saturday night, and Sunday night it's Joker.
Okay. Have you missed it Monday this week before we go?
We do. It's the Meg 2. Watch Jason Statham punch a fish in the face. For a $5, you can't go wrong. You couldn't even get a packet of Donegal catch
for that.
And punch one in the face yourself for that. Come and see it in the cinema for a $5.
Okay. That's Collie on movies, and I love that. Yeah, that'll be the one. Missed it Monday. Oh, we'll be queuing up for that one. Have a good week at the movies. We will talk to you back here next Thursday. Thanks, Collie.
See you next week. Bye.